What is going on, guys? This is Andy Anime, and today I'm going to be reacting to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 4, Episode 11. Again, if you guys have not checked out my previous reaction videos, of course, to this particular series or to other series that I'm currently doing reactions for, I do encourage you guys to go ahead and check those videos out. Again, I will leave my channel link in the description of this video down below. Also, guys, we are aiming for 200 subscribers next, so again, it does mean the world to me when you guys take the time to show your love and support by hitting that like and subscribe button. Also, guys, feel free to share these videos with your friends who enjoy reaction channels. With that being said, guys, and without further ado, let's get started. I'm getting a brief recap of Milim's backstory. Young child Milim looks so cute. Well, and naming a monster in that world grants a vast amount of power. And because Milim is so strong, it would be hard to determine everybody's power. Yeah, they had to kill it just to try and gain control of Milim. Okay, so that's Rimuru and Guy trying to comfort her all those years ago. She had no choice. She had to seal it away. It wasn't the friend that she grew up with. And the square off today. Yo, let's square off right now. How you gonna contain this danger, Milim? Activate magic barrier. Oh. That's right, because Rimuru will come up with a plan. I mean, technically, you could do the unlimited prison technique on it. You're gonna stand there and watch it destroy the land? Yo, get out the way! The castle! Everybody's safely evacuating. A little glimmer of hope. The dragon soul? So it didn't totally lose the entirety of its soul? That's true. I'm going to extract the remnants of the soul. That's right. Count on your bestie for resty, Milim. You got this. Yes, of course. Charge up. You Saiyan powers. We going level 1 right here. Alright, Raphael, we need a delicate procedure. We need to extract this soul precisely. Because at that exact moment, Yuki ends up killing Maribel in the bottom level of the dungeon. He can extract the remnants of the soul and the core. It's alright, he got what he needed. We're going level 2 now. Man, this is why you cannot tick off Milim, bro. Look at that OP power. Get shot. Gone. Gone. Yo, Rimuru, we're gonna have a problem if you don't stop that shockwave. Yeah. I'm gonna eat it. That's crazy. Eat that explosion, Rimuru. That's right. Now to fuse the remnants of your dragon elemental core with an artificial soul. I mean, you're going to end up granting it massive power by naming it. Yes, you always had a name for it. That's right. Gaia. And now you got a little dragon egg. She's hungry after that massive battle. Yeah, Yuki just chilling reading a manga? Yeah, nefarious deeds in the background. Yeah, and then throw Maribel under the bus as an excuse. Protecting Luminius. But you also have to take into account that Luminius also has an alliance and is an acquaintance of Rimuru, so I don't think she would have been too happy if Rimuru was taken off the board either. Right. Granville did definitely have connections with Luminius, but what I didn't remember is that Granville was Luminius's arch rival. Is Yuki gonna attempt to attack Granville? No, you're not, Yuki. You are not gonna be king. A destination hotspot way off in the future. Don't just disregard Yuki. Exactly. Raphael knows. Of course he was. He just pulled a Milim. He could have very easily tried to manipulate you, but chose not to. That Raphael just wants to make your life easy, Rimuru. Exactly, with Raphael's help, you won't be likely to walk into any traps very easily. And you know Granville is going to be out for revenge after what happened to his granddaughter. Okay, guys, that was that time I got reincarnated as a slime, season 4, episode 11, and we really more or less get more backstory tying the connection of the Chaos Dragon and Milim's past, and how the Chaos Dragon was Milim's original best friend, essentially, and that was like her last connection in a way to her father and her mom, because she didn't really know them as a child, and she definitely cherished the dragon. And because Milim is an extremely powerful being, that she was afraid of the level of control she would have if she gave her dragon an actual name, because again, we know that the power of the creatures in that world become exponentially stronger once they have a name, or have been given a name. And so we're seeing that, and we get back to the present time, and Milim seems to be in a bit of a predicament, because she's kind of at a difficult point, because the dragon had become too large for her to seal away like she had in the past, and she was afraid to cause it harm, because deep down it was still her friend, her dragon, that sentimental closeness that she had to it, and was afraid that by attacking it with full power, that she was afraid that she would end up killing it. And so she didn't really feel like, basically, she didn't feel like she wanted to lose that connection with the dragon that she had. So Rimuru comes to help her, and together they kind of come up with a plan similar to how they dealt with Charybdis. And it kind of worked out timing wise, because with Raphael's help in extreme, I want to say like an extreme moment where Rimuru has to very precisely take the elemental core and fragment of its original soul, and just with guiding hands with Raphael helping out in that moment. It was really good episode, and we can obviously see they kind of showcase it where Milim kind of shows off her powers to an extent, and we obviously know that it's a good thing that Milim is on Rimuru's side, because we know right now that she's technically the strongest character that I think currently, unless Guy Crimson is stronger than her. Just kind of puts that into a little bit of perspective. And of course, we get to see Rimuru show off his Beelzebub skill and absorb the imminent explosion that's getting ready to happen. And we see that they kind of wrap things up a little nicely, because they show that Rimuru was originally going to cast Yuki aside for all his suspicious and nefarious things, but Raphael was like, don't overlook or underestimate Yuki, because now that he has the greed skill, he could very easily have manipulated or turned his powers onto Rimuru, and he chose not to at that given moment. And now Rimuru is a little bit more appreciative and perhaps wary of things to come. And he kind of is thankful to Raphael for being such a great help, and, kind of mentally thinking that, it's great that he has all these friends and this sentient being known as Raphael that has helped him along the way in rather precarious situations. And we are kind of getting a glimpse. Again, I don't know if it's going to happen in the next couple of episodes, but more than likely, we are going to see Granville Rozzo's revenge, but that will probably happen in the second core. And we may or may not get to be introduced to Diablo's subordinates, perhaps in the next episode, but we'll have to wait and see. It could very easily be pushed towards the second core as well, but again, we'll have to kind of see how it all plays out. And things, again, it was a somewhat enjoyable episode, and we kind of got to see Milim happy again and reunited with her dragon Gaia. So she got to rename the dragon, and Rimuru helped with placing an artificial soul, which he invented in the beginnings of this first core. So I am looking forward to seeing how things play out, of course, in the next, I think there's only like 1 or 2 episodes left that I have. So again, an enjoyable episode overall. And as always, guys, if you guys like this video, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below for more video content. And remember, guys, we are aiming for 200 subscribers next. So again, it does mean the world to me when you guys take the time to show your love and support by hitting that like and subscribe button. This is Andy Z Anime. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you guys next time.